Emma, and I'd like to share my journey with you. So I came to the Maldives many years ago, actually, in 2014. So now it marks 10 years I have been in the Maldives. So I first came when I think I was 17 or 18 years old. I was still in university and I was studying my bachelor's in marine biology. So I was in my first year and I had just finished, and I was looking for what to do over that summer. For me, many of my friends were, going on holiday, or they had, parties planned. But, I wanted to do something more meaningful and that would support my growth for the future. So I decided that I would come to the Maldives as an intern in the Four Seasons Kudahura, and I was based there during my first year summer. And here it was an amazing experience. I was very privileged. I was able to work on turtle rehabilitation, coral conservation, guest engagement. Really, it was a very informative experience for me. I thought after my master's that I would stay in the UK, but something about the Maldives just kept me wanting to come back. And so I decided to come to the Waldorf Astoria, and I worked there also for around a year. So I was there as their head marine biologist, and I set up their whole marine biology department. I returned to the UK because of COVID, and then after COVID, I came back to the Maldives to work in Conrad. This was really an amazing opportunity because Conrad is located in the marine protected area in South Ari Atoll. So I did a lot of work with the whale sharks there. So, by this time, I'd already worked in 5 resorts in marine biology. I'd worked in new resorts, established resorts. I set up new projects, and I was really looking for something to push myself further and something that was more impactful. And that was when I became interested in the travel industry and how I could change it and make more impact, than just on the ground. And so that's where OV Traveller Club came in. I met with Mr. Shafraz and Miss Elise and Dr. Nisha, and they were telling me about what they wanted to achieve with this really one-of-a-kind project with the Conscious Paradise program. And I could immediately see that it goes beyond just travel. It brings into account so many different things that normally the travel industry doesn't consider. So the Conscious Paradise program really was what drove me, to make the change from marine biologist to strategic partnership manager. And I'm really proud, to work in the OV Traveller Club. So for me, what the OV Traveller Club really means is about traveling with purpose. So it's not only about a luxury holiday and the most Instagram likes that you could get. It's about making it more impactful. So like I said, traveling with purpose. So a lot of people talk about traveling with purpose, and I think it can be a little bit confusing as to what that actually means. And I think traveling with purpose is very individual. For me, what traveling with purpose means is education, inspiration, and I would suppose say enjoyment. The purpose of travel is to have a good time, but you don't want to leave behind a negative environmental footprint, right? So traveling with purpose means making these positive memories and moments in that country, and also taking that into the daily lives of our clients as well. So for me, being a marine biologist, how that impacts what we do in the OV Traveller Club means that we actually make a difference. For us, we move away from greenwashing. We don't pretend to do something. We actually make change. We actually have a positive impact. So long story short, it means we make change. We do something. And as a marine biologist, I couldn't work in a travel agency that just pretended, and lied to our clients. I have to stand behind what I have learned over the last 10 years in the Maldives. And that's what I bring to the OV Traveller Club. I actually bring the truth. So for us, our aspirations of our clients is that they take their learnings home with them. So we want them to be educated in the Maldives beyond just having an amazing holiday. We want it to be traveling with purpose. And we want them to be able to bring that purpose back to their home countries with them. So for us, it's that long-term impact, that traveling with purpose. That is their step towards discovering themselves. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to my clients. Thank you.